So here's another example, number 4. The mean number of minutes for app engagement by a tablet user is 8.2 minutes. Suppose the standard deviation is 1 minute. Take a sample of 60. So let's write out what we know. Mean is 8.2 minutes. Standard deviation is 1 minute. We also know the sample is 60. So we know that 2, and we've got 1 divided by square root of 60. A says, what are the mean and the standard deviation for the sample mean number of app engagement by a tablet user? So we already know mean of the population, mean of the sample are the same, so it's 8.2 minutes. The standard deviation is the standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size, which in this case is 1 divided by the square root of 60. What is the standard error of the mean? So the standard error of the mean is this right here. So we could actually probably calculate this in our calculator if we wanted to get something as a decimal. Let's say 0.13. So the standard error of the mean is 1.3, which is a description of how far on average that the sample mean will be from the population mean in repeated, simple, random samples of size 60. C. Find the 90th percentile for the sample mean. Interpret this value in a complete sentence. So we are looking for the 90th percentile. When we are looking for a percentile, we're using inverse norm. So inverse norm of 0.9, 8.2, 1 divided by the square root of 60. Let's see what value we get with that, and then we will write out in a sentence exactly what that means to us. Divided by the square root of 60. We get 8.37. So 8.37, what this means is that 90% of the average app engagement time for tablet users, engagement time for tablet users is less than 8.37 minutes. And finally, D. Find the probability that the sample mean is between 8 minutes and 8.5 minutes. All right, so we are looking for the probability. The sample mean is between 8 and 8.5. So this is how we are going to set it up, and let's go ahead and put that in our calculators. 8 is our lower, 8.5 is our upper, 8.2 is our mean, and in this instance, our mean standard deviation is 1 divided by the square root of 60, we get 0.9293. So let's say the probability, you have a 93% probability that the sample mean is between 8 and 8.5 minutes.